Fab Abs 5. So, going to start lying on your forearms, your waist is in, belly button to spine. You're going to take a nice deep breath, just going to bring the legs up. So you're just going to lift the legs, so the foot and knee is level, and then the other one, the same position. So from here, we're just going to reach away. So just lengthen the right leg towards the floor, and then come back, and then the left leg. All right, so that's it. That's all we're doing. Now, if you need a little extra work, ankle weights will make this one considerably harder for you if you want to. All right, so just breathe deep. But first move, so let's just take it a little bit easy. All right, reach in. Waistline is in, belly button to spine the whole time, right? Never forget your middle. So pull it in, gonna work it hard, 10 minutes or so. All right, just keep going. Another couple here, so just warming up the waist, working through the six pack and your deep abs. And we are about to change position completely. So one last one here, and then let the feet come down. So from here, gonna come onto our side. So roll onto your right. Now, your elbow is under your shoulder. We're on our forearms. So we are going to go into a modified side plank. So top leg is straight, lower leg is bent. Waistline is in. You are going to lift up. You lift from the waistline and then little flick. Hips are going up. All right, we've got a few. You breathe nice and deep. Arm can reach up towards the ceiling or maybe right over your head. Doesn't matter too much. Just take those hips a little higher, little higher, little higher. Last 5. And then hold it there. Now, keep the hips lifted from the waistline, all right? So the middle is working quite hard. And then you're just gonna point the toes and lift that leg up. And then lengthen it back down. And you're keeping that lift in the waistline. All right, so belly button to spine. So you're gonna lift. Okay, it's a lot of work. You're gonna breathe nice and deep. So lifting it up, reach into the toes, pulling the waist in the whole time too. All right, so we've only got a few left. All right, so there is 5 already. So lifting and lowering, reaching, breathing deep, keep those hips up. Don't start dropping down, stay lifted. All right, so just one last time. Lift and lower, come back down. Now you're gonna slide down a little closer down towards the floor so you can come onto your forearm. Bring the knees up. Knees in line with the hips, foot in line with the knee, and top leg comes out in front. Push right to the heel. Waistline in, little pulse, little push, and a lift. Again, ankle weights will make these ones harder if you want. All right, want you to breathe nice and deep, keep the waistline in the whole time, and then just start to come back down. So this, just a little blast for your hips and thighs in the middle of this ab workout. All right, so belly button to spine, so we just go one last time. Little pulse, take it up, up, up. All right, keep it small, push right into the heel. You want to feel the seat muscle, even though we're not doing it for very long. You should feel these effects. All right, so breathe deep, coming back down all the way. Take a breath, bring the leg round, and then push yourself up to sitting. So we need to spin around and do all that on the other side. So you're going to come around. We are into our modified side plank. So top leg straight, lower leg bent, knee over knee pretty much, waistline is in, lift the hips, fingertips to the ceiling, little flick up, or arm reaching over your head, or arm alongside your body. I don't mind what your arm's doing, as long as your hips are not dropping. Waistline pulling in. You can look up towards your fingertips if you're reaching up towards the ceiling there. All right, so just a little flick up, breathe nice and deep, waistline. All right, now hold it there. You're gonna lift the leg and lower it. All right, much harder work than the flicks. All right, lift and lower, waistline is in. All right, holding from the center the whole time, so we're not collapsing down onto that shoulder. Lengthen the leg, why not? Okay, get a little extra work going on there. Keep the waist in, your middle. Getting stronger. All right, breathing deeply. Almost there. One last time. All right, and then come back down. So you're gonna bring the legs up. We're at 90 degrees. Slide down onto your elbow, and then take the leg in front. Foot in line with your waist. Bend the leg just a tiny bit, just so you can bend, just so you can lengthen. So it's really small, okay? But You're going to feel it. Now your seat muscle, working hard too. All the time, push right into the heel, belly button to spine. Focus on the breath. All right, so this is almost like a little breather for your abs, okay? Because now the focus just changed. Thighs and hips. Take it up a little higher. Waistline is in. Breathing is deep. And then we just come all the way back down. And then we're getting back into the abs, okay? So we take a nice deep breath. Push yourself up. So we're going to change position again. We're coming all the way round. So we're coming back onto our forearms. So back to where we started, except with some rotations. So we're going to lift up, well, waist in first, belly button to spine. Take a breath. Lift the feet off the floor. Feet and knees stay together. We're going to tilt the knees to the left, and then lengthen the legs, and then come back and to center, and tilt, and center. Again, okay? And then tilt, and lengthen, and center. Breathe deeply. Okay, so just keep it going. You will feel a little bit in your thighs, but mostly you're going to feel your waistline. All right, it's control and twist, belly button to spine. Stay strong the whole time. Again, don't collapse back down onto your arms. It's just a little bit of support there. Okay, so this time we lengthen and we just hold it there. And we turn our toes out and tap, little taps. All right, lots of little taps too. All right, focus on the breathing. Keep it going. A few more taps. Just a few more. Can always do a few more, right? All right, last 10. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. And then other side, lengthen, and tap, tap, tap. All right, and you can tap down a little lower if you need to work a little harder. Or you could pop on ankle weights, and then you're really gonna feel your waistline. All right, so the middle is in, your breathing is deep, shoulders relaxed, face relaxed, almost there. Last 10, almost, right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back, hold it there, take a breath. Now, we're just gonna lower down towards the mat, but keep the legs lifted, feet and knees together. Now lift up the head and shoulders. We're gonna lengthen the arms and legs away at the same time, holding the back in the same position, and then come back to center. And again, you're gonna reach away and then pull back in. Your lower back stays still. It is not arching up at any point. So you lengthen your legs and arms to that point that you can control your back position. All right, focus on the breathing at the same time. All right, so just keep going. We've got a few more here. All right, belly button to spine. Your middle should be shaking at this point. All right, we've got 2 to go. We're only doing 8. Here's the last one. But actually, no, we've got one more because you're a little treat. So you lengthen and you hold it and you take the toes out and you tap and you breathe and you feel your waistline actually changing right now as you do this. All right, and then you come back in. Whew, take a breath, but we're not stopping. We're just going to lengthen the legs up towards the ceiling. Now you might want your hands just placed into the mat for a little bit of support. So head and shoulders down. I'm just so I can talk to you. All right, and you're just going to poke the toes up towards the ceiling. So if you wanted to work a little harder on this one, lighter touch on the floor, or no touch on the floor. Okay, there's another option. Head and shoulders lifted. Always make things a little harder as well. All right, so a little more work for your 6-pack. So deep abs really doing the work here to just try and get those toes even higher up towards the ceiling. Now hold it. Take a breath. Okay, hands back down if they were crossed over your shoulders. So we're going to do some leg circles, both legs together. We're going to start going to the left. So we're just going to circle around as big as possible, all in the waistline. We're only doing 5 here, okay? Because these are really hard. And the bigger, the harder. All right, belly button to spine. Breathe nice and deep. All right, keep going. One more, and then we get to stop for a moment before we just change direction. All right, so taking it around, making them as big as you can. All right, lengthening through the legs at the same time. Belly button to spine. Whew, breathe through it. You've just got 2 left. Whew. 1. One last time, so hard. All right, come back to center. Let the feet come back down onto the mat. Take a breath. Belly button to spine. Okay, now I want you to bring the legs back in. So hug the knees in, lengthen the legs, and then you're going to lift up the head and shoulders. Now we lower the legs as close to the floor as you can manage, but hold them for a little while, so don't go mad here. All right, take a breath. Hands hover off the floor, tuck the chin, look at your waistline, little pulse. All right, we're reaching forward. It's tiny, but it's not the shoulders. It is, right there, ribs to hips, every time. All right, keep reaching. Breathe nice and deep, chin tuck down. All right, past. We're coming up to halfway of this section. Ooh, all right, another 5, and breathe. Almost there, but hey, we're gonna finish nice and strong. Lift the hands up this time. Again, pulse it. Breathe deeply. If it's all getting a bit too much, you bend your legs, or even you pop your feet back on the floor. That's okay too. Right, waistline, feel it. Firmer and stronger. Harder work if the legs are a little lower. Again, it's all choices. Up to you. How hard do you want to work today? You decide. But the harder you work, the stronger you get. Whew. And there you go. Bring the knees in. Take a breath. All right, we have one more move, but it is just to slow us down a little. Shoulder bridge. So feet and knees in together. Belly button to spine. Hands on shoulders. All right, so from here, curl the pelvis, peel the back, up towards the shoulders as far as feels good, and then hold it there. Little pulse up for 5. All right, so you're just going to try and push just a little bit higher. There's your 5, and then slowly, slowly curling all the way back down again. And then again, waist is in, curling up to your point. Hold it, little pulse up. 5 little pulses, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the hamstrings. Why not? Hold it and curl back. All right, all the way back down again. All right, so just again, curling up. Oh, I just love this. Could do this all day. Now squeeze up, breathe. All right, then hold and then slowly curling all the way back down. And then just one last time, curl up, hold it there. Take a breath. This time, as the hips drop slightly, the knees widen, and then they come back together as you lift. So it's just a slightly different way to pulse, but it feels really good. So we'll do a few extra. All right, keep the waistline in. Nice deep breath. One last time, hold it, and slowly, 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 all the way back down to the mat again. Take a nice deep breath. Whew, lengthen the legs, arms to the side, close your eyes, and well done you.